motherfucking slapper, nigga. You just share it, right?
Through the love and the hate, I done always been real, I don't throw no shade. I stack my chips, I gotta stay paid. Through the love and the hate, I don't feel no pain. Through the love and the hate, through the love and the hate.
What's up, bro?
Putting up them numbers, hit another level every time I home. You ain't never gotta wonder how I'm doing black trash back full of packs. You move it. My heart been broke, my wounds are deep, but I'm still 5G. Never came to this money, nigga.
I'm here, you guys. I'm just up my face.
Gon' stop, got working on my back, foot heavy in this fuck. Fatty, I'm in my lane, hit blunt full of thugs. Don't give a fuck, don't think I ever will. Can't trust too many people cause the love ain't real. But here I am trying to bring them
I'm just
all
over here
up.
sharing.
Doing it for the fam, 100 down, when it's come to find out family could be scandalous with it. So I'm still on a mission, still
Through the
with
love and
it.
the hate, I done always been real, I don't throw no shade. I stack my chips, I gotta stay paid. Through the love and the hate, I don't feel no pain. Through the love and the hate, through the love and the hate.
All in the bra, off Molly, slip in the sand, hit a line of that car, and never do me wrong. But money, you make them switch. If you ever cross game,
You a bitch.
and I'm on my shit, right? Despite the hate and
Hey.
the me young kick back.
All right, I got those done. Get that share out. Yo, what's up? Welcome back, welcome black. The way I see it, I really didn't even need it either.
Through the love and the hate, I done always been real, I don't throw no shade.
Then I done.
All right.
Chips, I gotta stay paid. Through the
Yes,
love
I
and the
done.
hate, I don't feel no pain.
It's not done.
Through the love and the hate, through the
Yeah,
love and the hate.
I'm close.
All the post.
So fuck him, I'm getting bread on the road. Still thugging about it, I'm still sticking to my code, huh? Don't bend, don't break, don't fall.
I ain't making no more me's, already broke that mold.
Fuck with niggas that refuse to grind. What I look like stalling, cause they done fell off quick. A bird bridges, homie, that's on them. It ain't no hater envying me, you feel me? I don't deal with emotions, and for the fuck ass niggas be acting hella hoish. Do it all, I stand tall like redwood. Chin up, chest poked out, just like a man should. I'm bringing bags back, I'm getting packed.
Who the hate to shade, fake love, and all the pain, huh?
I done always been real, I don't throw no shade. I stack my chips, I gotta stay paid. Through the love and the hate, I don't feel no pain. Through the love and the hate, through the love and the hate.
There we go. All right, my bad. What's up? What's good? What's hood? Welcome back. Welcome black to the show where we keep it real. We keep it blunt. We keep it black, love, and unity. Hey, I'm 50 Capone.
Hey, Pooh, what's up?
We in the building, baby. Let's smoke. Hope everybody having a great Saturday, good weekend. I hope everybody out there feeling good, you know, doing what's most important to you, being with your loved ones, unless you at work or wherever you at, you know what I'm saying? Be safe, be great, be loved, and be helpful. You understand me? Today, we want to talk to y'all about gun violence in our community, violence, period, in our community. We appreciate everybody that keep tapping in. We appreciate everybody that fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? We love it. Our followers are growing and all the whole shit. Before we actually get to jumping in, to Alicia, what up, bam? Welcome. Man, it's been crazy for us. It's getting crazier. My wife is sick all the time. Do you understand? Like, we trying to adjust with everything right now, and get really trying to get her situated and okay, like stop being sick, baby. She just throwing up like crazy all the damn time, and it's honestly making her sick and it's making me sick, like because I can't do nothing but try to comfort and console her through the sickness. I can't stop the sickness. Like I told her the other day, I wish I could fucking throw up for you because I know you're tired of it. Like I could take throwing
Take a
up.
turn. I'm so sick of throwing up.
Like
Like,
damn,
can I get a break? I just want to
can a
eat. I'm
motherfucker
hungry.
get a break? I'm like, damn. Yeah, I know. I be trying, Delisha. That shit just, it's like, fuck, man. She just be sick. She
So
wake up. She woke up, what? I think it was like 4 or 3 this morning. I thought she was going in there and throw up. I was like, fuck, here she go again. This is about to be, she about to be tired, not want to, she gonna be fucked up. She ain't gonna want to do the show. She ain't gonna want to get up. The Full Cup Podcast in the building. What's good? Hey, we love y'all, man. Thanks for tapping in. Slide through one time. Do a favor. Shut us out. Shut us out. But you know, it's go ahead, man.
I said, get money.
You probably need to pull that mic a little bit closer so we can really hear you.
Right, because you just loud. That's why.
There you go. Well, you know, I could adjust
Better.
my volume. I I could adjust the volume on my
You good.
headset. Yeah. So and I got yours set through StreamYard to auto adjust so it doesn't make you pop or peak or anything. But um man, how y'all doing? How's y'all weekend starting off? Where y'all at? What's good with y'all, man? I hope y'all hey Quizzy, I hope you got the day off, man. You always working on the
I was
weekend.
gonna say,
I ain't gonna
right.
lie.
I feel like that nigga's headed to work in a few minutes. Like,
Right, right.
are you
I
there
mean, get your
already?
money, get your money, but I hope you get a weekend off where you can just chill, man. You know, that's always a great thing. Did you push that?
Definitely on his way. See?
Look, he is deaf
Because
on his
that's been
way.
right
Yeah,
around the time.
exactly.
Like, as soon as we start, he's been like headed to work.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's what's up, though.
Drive
Consistency
safe,
is
my
key,
nigga.
my guy. Yeah, drive safe always, and consistency is always key. You know what I'm saying? You can't be successful if you're not consistent. So that's one key to your success. You being consistent in what you do. You dig? I'm chilling until I go grab groceries. Oh, my life, I'm trying to work right now. I swear to God, I know your routine
I,
now.
I
Well,
clearly pay
part of it.
attention. I
We pay
clearly pay
attention to our folks.
attention.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We get it.
He grab
We got you.
groceries.
Do me
Okay.
a favor,
Yeah, I'm
y'all
not
share
trying
this
to go
out.
nowhere today. We'll
Yeah, we
see
trying to.
if I happen to do anything today, but I don't plan on. Last
We
couple
go to
days were
go to
like
Vanjie's.
I was kind of thinking about it. If I did do anything, I was thinking about that.
Right.
But to go like just to go do some shit, like oh no, I need some
Well,
rest and relaxation. I've really been throwing up the past
let me see
at
something
least
real
2 days,
quick.
like
Yeah.
almost all day.
Let
So
me see if
like
y'all
I'm
can
just
see this.
tired.
This is what I got planned. Y'all see this backyard back here? Y'all see all those weeds along the gate? I did the middle section, if y'all could see. I did the middle section. You know what I'm saying? But I got the edges to do back there. I don't know how clear y'all can see that or not, but I got a lot of fucking yard to cut. I got a whole lot of yard to cut back that bitch. Oh, me. I love it though. You know, it get me up and keep me it's another way to keep me active, you know what I'm saying? Talisha said you need rest. I know your body's sore. Man, I know she is.
Yeah. I'm over here like I'm so tired of this position, just being hunched over, throwing up. Like I'm so sick of this. Can I need to stand up. And then it's been like pretty much I stand up and I'm throwing up. Can't keep nothing
Yeah,
down. If I have
that
some,
shit
it's
sucks.
like I'm eating and I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. He's like, what? Because I need to have something in my body. And it seems like I have to eat and go the fuck to sleep because if I don't, then I'm throwing up again. So I'm trying to figure
Which is
out what
ass.
else I need to be having because, man, this shit ain't working. My pizza was so good last night, you guys. People, so good.
I
I
get so
stayed down.
tired of it.
That shit stayed down. It was delicious.
Talisha said, "Yep, I see it." Ella, I'm saying, Talisha, I got hella work to do back there. But yesterday, like I said, I did the middle, and now I got the edges to do. So I'm gonna hit it with the weed eater and knock that shit down. But she made a motherfucking pepperoni pizza last night and a cheese pizza last night from motherfucking scratch, like she always do. God, she get better and better and better and better. Them pizzas be banging. I said, "Fuck, this motherfucker good." Oh yeah, I seen
Hey,
that
but
piece.
while I was
Yeah,
talking shit though, I said, who told me to roll some dough right now, to make dough and roll dough when I don't feel good? Man, it was so good. It was so good. I was
man.
like, I love myself because that's why I rolled that. It was delicious.
So I've been telling myself with the way she's sick right now, with how sick she is, I'm gonna have to start cooking. And the thing I'm afraid of with the cooking is she not gonna want everything. And that's it's kind of fucked up. Like I know because even when she cooked, she over here laughing. Even when
I'm
she
so
cooked,
sorry.
she don't be wanting everything that she cooked. But then on the flip
Oh,
side, maybe because she didn't cook it, she might want it. You know what I'm saying? On the flip side, maybe
yeah, sure.
because she
It's the catch
didn't have to cook
22.
that shit.
You won't know until
Yeah,
you do it.
I know. So I was like, fuck, we just gonna have to cook. Talisa, well, exactly, Talisa. She might not want that shit.
I think I
Like,
gotta
hold
get me
on.
some dark yogurt.
Because
I'll
I'll be
be
like,
dark yogurt.
she'd be like, babe, what you want to eat? I'll be like, I don't care. I'll eat anything. Like, what do you want? What is your taste buds and your stomach gonna do? And then it's
Something
like,
good, and I want it to stay down. Look, how do you explain this, right?
this is
It
my
needs to
drink
be
for the day.
delicious and it needs to stay in my body. Like, oh, okay. Sure, whatever that is. I don't fucking know neither.
This nigga
I
threw
don't
up
want to
plums
know
and
it.
what was it? Plums and apples yesterday. You said this nigga barely ate that shit and threw that shit right up.
And it was so delicious. I got to like stretch in the sun, eat some fruit. I came in the house and threw that shit up. You know what? Forget this.
Well, it's fucking crazy.
I
Well,
need a
again,
nap. This is too much.
we
All the
want to
time I
get
need
into
a
this.
nap.
We're gonna talk about this gun violence in our community and violence in our community. Period. Like, are we fucked up? Are we? Is the black community so far gone that that's just what it is now? Or can we change it? Can we fix it? Can we stop it? Can we minimize it? Can we reduce it? Can we do something to shake that violence that plagues our community, and it seems to be growing? I don't know. Y'all, let me know what y'all think. Like, is it possible for us to quell that shit, to calm it down, stop it, slow it down, or any of that? Talisha said, hopefully, as you go to your next trimester, it gets better. I swear it better. Fuck, hopefully. It better. It
You
better get
know
better.
the best. I literally am sick every single day until I have my baby. So hopefully, yeah, that sounds great, right? In theory, but
I
it's
know
the
she's going to
eating.
be
Once
sick.
I get the eating down, it's and what I can figure out what stays, because this has been a tricky one for me. Been like damn near nothing wants to stay. So some days are good. I can eat all fucking day. Everything is fine. And then other days I can't have anything and nothing stays down. So I
Right.
don't know.
I be like, damn, baby. I don't know what to do. Hold your stomach, sit close to you, skin to skin. Like,
I was
try
gonna
to
say
try to
that
be
too.
try to be next to
And
her and the fetus. Like, get my energy. You know what I'm saying? So that it could try and calm her and the fetus down. Like, trying to calm the process down. I guess. Like, help her be able to be. I don't know. I just be trying everything I can to motherfucking help, however I can. But it's really very little I can do. You know. Um, the Full Cup Podcast said again, it starts at home. True that. Everything is gonna have to start at home with how we teach our children. You say, Humbert?
I was agreeing that I feel like it has to start at home because so even to teach anything about guns, like are we teaching gun safety? Because how is gun violence a real thing? I feel like gun safety isn't a thing because you are y'all know how this shit is out here. It's not too many being raised with their daddies. So if they ain't got their
Right.
daddies, they out here thinking they men. They got
Right.
their weapon because they need to protect themselves and their loved ones. These my people. I gotta whatever, right? And you know
Right.
how we are with respect and everything else. So if they're being men too fast, right? Like some women are trying to be women too fast. Like
Too
y'all
fast.
need
Right.
to calm down and learn about certain things. And gun safety is huge when we're learning about weapons, period. So it's always gonna start at home.
Like, okay,
Yeah,
so with
that's
that starting at home, that goes into what you just said. I like that because gun safety. If we teach our children gun safety, I know my folks got guns. You
They
know what I'm
sure just
saying?
gonna be shooting.
Yeah, we got weapons. You know what I'm saying? We know a lot of people that got weapons. You know what I mean? And by weapons, I mean just more than guns. But with gun violence, it's real big in the black community. Like we getting whooped out here by our own youth and our just ourselves in general. You know what I'm saying? And the youth are picking it up like quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. Male, female, whoever is in the household does need to be aware of who their child is and the activities that their child is engaging in. That way they can know my child is one of these kids out here with a gun doing X, Y, and Z. If as parents we sit there and turn a deaf and blind, deaf ear, blind eye, then we're not really doing nothing but passively acknowledging that we're okay with this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're not saying no to it, and we're not intervening to change it or to minimize it. So, in a sense, that individual parent or them parents who consciously know but aren't intervening, they're like accepting it and they're okay with it. I don't know if they think that or not, but we need to the Full Cup said, start at home and like again on piggyback what you said, teach our children that gun safety because in order for gun violence to exist, there means there's a whole lot of lack of knowledge out there. People aren't knowledgeable in how to actually
Yep.
handle these weapons, keep these
Some
weapons,
don't even know how to read the
maintain
situation,
them.
so they just pop off. Like
Right.
that's not
Conflict
how you're supposed to
resolution.
be. Yeah. Yep.
There's a lot of things that we got to start teaching our children, and we got to teach it early. I bought BB guns for my children to teach them gun safety in our backyard. BBs are small projectile. They have a very, very limited flight range, and even at maximum range, the damage that they can do is minimum unless it's aimed at a eye or something like that. But I got them actual targets, as well as BB guns to practice in our backyard. As you can see, we got a whole lot of fucking backyard to practice it, but it taught them how to shoot. It taught them the basic safeties of a weapon. And I never had problems with my children with weapons when, older boys and girls. But I think as each individual parent, we need to do that again. Start at home and say, hey, even if we don't know everything about the gun safety, as a parent, we need to go out and find that information. We need to go out and seek that information and make sure that we make that information readily available for our children. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a must, a must. I don't know what y'all think. Is gun safety something that we need to be teaching our children, or gun control? Period. Gun etiquette.
All of the above. All of the above. Because if they're learning from anyways, right? So if we're able to tailor what that knowledge that comes, so once they learn something, we can actually teach them about it, right? So look, they learn about guns. Most kids nowadays, they playing video games. That right there,
a lot of first-person shooter games.
Look, that's a lot of first-person, so they're already learning about the stuff. Except once you have a weapon actually placed in your hands, that's a whole different field. And it's not the same like a goddamn video game. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once the knowledge is there, boom, it's in their face. Now we need to make sure they know about that shit. And then that's where everything said would come into play. The etiquette, the safety, we need all that shit. Cause
Right.
especially how we black in the world, you can't just carry. You know what I'm saying? They have to know these things. Like you have to be. If you're not registered, bro, they gonna really try to get at you. So like, we have to know these types of things before they have to go out there in the world, because that's where we see all the extra stuff. I feel like.
Right. Talisha said, yes, you should show them for sure. I think so too. I think the parents who hide one, I don't know. As a parent, me personally, I don't like hiding nothing from my children. I don't hide nothing from them. I teach them, I show them the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it, the indifferent, the in between, all of it. I try to give it to them all straight up with no problem, with no hesitation, no filter. You know what I'm saying? And I try to show them like, okay, if these are the bad situations that's going to happen, we got to have a level head and be able to calmly navigate that situation and get up out of it. Or we need to completely take charge of that situation and make it whatever we're going to make it, because you can't just let it be whatever it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? You have to actually, I don't know, me personally, I feel like in certain situations when it get hostile, it get high tense, that pressure's there, I take that situation on. You know what I'm saying? And I force the outcome instead of letting the outcome just develop and be whatever the fuck it's going to be. And a lot of times I'm able to diffuse the situation. The full cup, Quincy said, I taught my son weapon safety with weapons that weren't loaded, a bunch of dry fires. Nice. See, you out there though, where
you would still get the feel though, to where like how the weapon feels, and though he's not getting that recoil, he would understand everything about the actual weapon that he's touching. Like that's still way different than a damn video game. That shit's all automatic. You ain't touching nothing. You don't know. There's definitely no safety. You ain't got no safety in no video game. You shoot everything up. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
so
when I taught him, I made sure that I showed them how to break down weapons too and clean maintenance of the weapons.
Heck yeah. So
we also need to include that, because honestly, a lot of people don't know how to even break a weapon down. They know they know how to squeeze the trigger. They know how to cock it. They know how to put a clip in. They know how to load a clip. They know how to make they know how to operate the weapon in a effect. To fire it, to get it to fire. They don't know how to break it down. They don't know how to clean it. They don't know how to disassemble the whole thing and put it back together. And that's a problem as well. Where are we going as a culture with this? How are we going to take control of this? They keep it's. I can't remember what was the numbers, babe. It said like 15. The ages of 15 to what to?
Young Black Americans 15 to 34. They experience the highest gun rate homicide.
The highest gun rate homicide is in between that age group, 15 and 24. That's
34. 15
34?
to 34.
Oh, 15 to 34. Okay, wow.
Which is still like, as far as like in life, like that's still fairly young. Like that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make sense for nobody to be making it to not even mid 30s. Like, are you kidding me? That's crazy.
Right.
Because people, it's a lot of stuff that they just don't know, and they have to go into the world doing what the fuck they got to do. That's what majority of the thing that I've seen. They're doing what the fuck they have to do to survive. Everyone's in survival mode. When you're in survival mode, you will take a nigga out if you have to. If you're in survival mode, it's just it goes along with survival mode.
Stay in that, but we stay in survival mode, right? So okay. If we constantly in survival mode as a race, as a community, like every day, it's survival mode. This is where that mentality comes from. Motherfuckers don't leave home without it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so if nobody ever leave home without it, there's poor conflict resolution, and everybody always have it. That means somebody always gonna get shot. Somebody always gonna start shooting. I grew up in the era where I grew up in the city, LA. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles, home of the Lost Angels. You know where it go down at any angle. But it no matter where we were, boy, it was house party. But see, I learned
So
though throughout
relax, you guys.
California because I moved to California. You know, I kicked it all over through Fresno, everywhere in between the southern border and the northern border. I done kicked it. I
I
got
bet
folks.
that.
You know what I'm saying? And I learned that this violence is everywhere, and no matter where you at, these guns gonna go crazy. They gonna blow. These people out here, they don't have no reserve, no qualm with letting that shit go. So if we always ready and we always in that fight mode, that sense of urgency, because as a culture we've always been neglected intentionally. Um, they did not invest in our communities. You know what I'm saying? They made when I say they, I mean the government, I mean these white folks, I mean these people in power made our communities less. Every time we try to build up our communities, they fucked it up even more. They brought a way to fuck it up if they didn't come in and bomb it. What's up?
It actually says that historically, the places like that have the highest gun violence is literally
Uh-huh.
the people that are under resourced and racially segregated. So
You-
everywhere that you're talking about that they force these things, the ghettos and everything,
right,
those are always the places with the highest gun violence. Why? Because they are in survival mode at all
right,
times.
right. Fully under resourced,
Yeah.
meaning the money, the job opportunities get sent out of town, overseas, somewhere. Um, the healthcare is shit. The education is shit. The law enforcement is against the community. Um, like it's a whole lot of factors that put us in survival mode all the goddamn time, scraping for crumbs. So when any of that is threatened, guess what? It's a heightened situation where it's time to pop off. And the first thing that's gonna happen, because everybody got guns, is we going to shooting. We busting at something, somebody getting knocked down, and that's just gonna be the end of it. They keep putting us in situations where we have to be competitive and combatant with each other.
Mhm.
When are we going to stop that? How are we going to stop that? You know what I'm saying? How are we going to take control of that whole narrative to where, or do we have to just fucking accept it? Y'all let me know. I don't know. But let's see, the Full Cup says that's not true. We're put in survival mode due to fathers not being in the home, little boys wanting to be men way earlier and not knowing that this gun shit is real. That's true too. I think it's all true. Like it's we keep getting put, the man not being in a home is part of that too. It's part of the plan as well, and it's a big part because it breaks the family down. It does make the young man grow up quicker than they should have. One of the things I got told by one of my superiors in the military, he said, Sergeant Williams, you grew up quicker than you needed to. Oh, he said, I meant to say that's true. Yeah, facts, facts. But they told me, he said, Sergeant Williams, he said, I understand where you from. He said, I'm from an area similar to yours. I know you from LA. I know, the area you grew up in and everything. He said, but you grew up too damn quick and you had too many responsibilities too early. That's why you made the mistakes you made. And I said, that may be true. But anyway, any rate, I got to make some choices. And I understood at that moment that I didn't get the guidance, you know what I'm saying, that I needed as a young man to make better decisions. I made the
Yeah.
best decision I possibly fucking could. And I
With the
think that's
knowledge
what a
that
lot
you
of us
had.
do. Right. With the knowledge that I had. And I reacted emotionally and mentally. Like I reacted how I knew, in the best way I could to make sure, one, I stayed the fuck alive. That was top priority. I stay the fuck alive and uninjured. That means whatever it means in that situation. And y'all know that. But when he told me that, it made me reflect on some shit, and I was like, damn, okay, I get that. I grew up too quick, and I had too many responsibilities too soon. I didn't get a chance to really take it in steps as I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I jumped leaps and bounds. I handled it very well, but I think a lot of our young men are out there doing so, and they don't have any guidance. I had a little bit from my uncles and my grandfather that I chose to look up to. They didn't actively do it because they were out there doing what they wanted to do. So I took what I could from each individual man and adhered it to myself. Like, these are the positive things that I want to be when I get older. But without that type of role model for males, period, like they don't have uncles to look up to. They don't have brothers. They don't have grandfathers. They don't have actual male role models to look up to. They seeing what these females do. And a lot of times emulating shit like that, it's just in a male form. And have not becoming homosexual, but then because they emulating it in a male form, these female tendencies in a male form, they doing a whole lot of whole shit, a whole lot of bitch shit. Like they acting really rational, and they feelings is involved in a lot of their decisions. And when they got weapons and testosterone, and I mean, it comes down to be what it is. And it's a fucked up situation. They gotta sit. I don't like it myself. I really want to see us come up out of it. Well, there's another town called Stockton in Alabama, I want to say it is, that just had a shooting where it was, I want to say like 14
I think
people
you said.
got injured. What'd you say?
I think you said 14. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like 6 died or something like that, and it was like a big um, party. I'm like, wow, that's crazy that our people are doing that to each other. How are we doing this to each other still? You know what I'm saying? But being underpoverished, being impoverished, and financially illiterate, being without male guidance and role models, being without those proper resources that we need, I think we're going down a road where it needs some real intervention. How do we intervene in a real way? Because yes, it starts at home, but it's still happening right now. So how do we get this that is happening right now to come down? How do we get this to, I mean, it's not going to stop. There's been violence forever, ever. There's always probably going to be violence. But at the rate that it is, how do we get this shit to come down? I want to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all throw me something because I come up with short stops sometimes. What you think, baby?
You can say it starts at home, but you can also go into the community. Take on the children who don't have the father figures, especially the men, right? Like take on some more children and be prepared to teach. Like there's so many men who aren't willing to teach. So for whatever the fuck y'all reasons are, you can be angry, you can be not, I didn't have a dad, blah, blah, blah. We have to get out of these things that we're stuck in, these cycles that we're stuck in, because why the fuck can't you just help someone without it being a fucking problem? Be prepared to
Right.
teach the children, all children. I feel like we're supposed to do that as just people.
Each
Like
one
I
teach
know
one.
for sure, like for sure, moms do it. Moms just take
Right.
on kids. You know what I'm saying? Why can't dads just take on kids? Like you don't have to be like this my son, this my daughter, but like this is my child. Meaning like we are we're connected. You're black, I'm black, nigga. We family, but we don't look at each other like family. We don't take on people like their family. It's always a problem, right? So get out of that fucking mindset and then help
Right.
these children get out of that mindset. Because if we're stuck in our ways and we want to be in that mindset, why we think the kid's gonna do anything different? They're learning, we learn the best through our eyes. I know I did as a child. I learned best through my eyes.
True.
You could say
So
the
true.
most. So if
Right.
if what you do and what you say don't motherfucking match, I'm okay. Cause I
It's a
feel like
problem.
that's crazy. That's crazy. So we know what we see and then we do what we can, right? With the knowledge that we have. but now
Right.
it's time to know more. Know more, do more, teach more. We got to get
I
to
like
that
that
teach mode.
because like they say, each one teach one. But if nobody want to step up, if nobody want to step up, then what the fuck is gonna happen? Talisha says, yes, in the early 1900s, fathers would be father figures to fatherless sons. It was more sense of community. Facts, exactly, and that's what I'm trying to see. Like, how do we get back to that? How do
Actively do.
how do we as a
Whoever
people?
you're around, tell people you need to actively. Like this needs to be a thing, but it's hard because people don't fuck with each other. If you're not open-minded, open-hearted, you know what I'm saying? You don't
Right.
need to do none of that shit. So learn how to be more open. Um, we're so used to, I don't want to fuck with people. I don't trust people, right? I don't trust people because people blah 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 blah. Well, if
Right.
you always look at a new person like they're an old person, then you'll never fucking have anything good, really, because it could potentially be good.
It'll never
but if you
happen.
completely shut it out, if you don't care to teach, if you never open up your mouth to communicate any fucking thing, you would never even grow anything because that's usually how relationships work. You grow it. Yeah, cool. We vibed. Now it needs to be fed, like planting, right? It
How
needs to
many
be
people
fed.
actually want to teach?
Like, I don't see many. I'll say that. I don't see. I got told a couple times, even like me with you, and then your children, right? Like, wow, like you're really gonna take on like 4 kids? Like you're right? You should probably think about this shit because it's a lot to be able to teach, and not even just like teach in like a school fashion, to teach children, to like teach your partner, to like do any of these things. It's hard, right? And most people shy away from the hard work. Like, why would I put in extra work, basically, right? I can start from scratch over here. Why would I do something like that? That means that you would not, right? So that's why you did not. So you're questioning me, and I'm a whole different being than you, right? So you're questioning a person, everything at that point, because of something you would not do, right? Mind your business. You won't do that. I see that your growth level is over here, where I care to be higher. And then once I reach that level, I want to go higher. Right? So why is that not a thing? It's not a thing for most people. So, okay, look, you got to throw your hands up to them. Okay, you care to be stagnant and stay in one spot. You'll never be a real teacher, right? And then they wonder how many people don't talk to them and other things, that I don't get nothing from you.
No, you don't pour into my cup. Yeah, see, we got to be able to pour into each other. Talisha says, also bring back programs for teens. Fun while showing the life skills, gardening, painting, cooking, etc. No, that's real shit.
Oh my God.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
That would bring some of this down, I believe. Because growing up, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah. No, like growing up, we had actual centers. Like there is nothing for kids to do in these communities no more. The skate parks, the actual teen centers, there were actual teen centers growing up. The skating rings, the available opportunities for young kids are not out there like they used to be. So if we brought some of that shit back, I believe that that would help quell the destruction that's going through our community.
They ain't got nothing to do.
They don't have shit to do except sit on fucking devices all day, every day, right?
Yeah. But imagine though, if they're on devices all day, they go out. Once they do go out, they mimic the shit that they've seen. So it's like nobody's
fucking devices.
You know, I be talking that shit because like, don't ask me a question when like you dead ass be on your phone all goddamn day and you know you can get the answer to that question. I'm gonna be like, so what do you do on that thing all day?
On your phone, because you can use your phone to look up that answer.
I swear to good God, if you don't open up your brain, so stop trying to use everything only for entertainment.
Right.
Fucking learn something.
Right. Look, Full Cup said, I don't mind teaching, but I'm not going to struggle to do it. Not going to teach people who don't want to be taught. Real shit. Like,
I
you
feel that.
don't, you weed them out. We got to weed
You
them out
honestly have to weed them
because
out.
in
I
these
swear to God,
programs,
people show you in about a good 2 weeks.
yeah,
Give yourself a
yeah,
good 2 weeks. Can you handle 2 weeks? Because if they can't handle 2 weeks, you know, you don't care to really learn anything. Not for
they're
me.
going to be out the fucking door.
Not for me, anyways. Like, I don't know, because
Yeah, they gotta fucking get
more
out
job
there and get
opportunities.
like
A lot of
I
grown
think
men have
the
never had a job. So they know
go ahead, read
nothing.
that again.
Give more job opportunities. A lot of grown men haven't ever had a job, so they know nothing else but to hustle illegally and rob and scheme. And that's literally the man that has been forced to be a man too fast. He has
That's
to
what they go
honestly go
to.
out. Don't let it be the shit that they seen too. They just go, oh, I know exactly what to do. And no matter what happens, they go, I know exactly what to do.
Right. Full Cup
You
said
gotta make
'cause,
sure you have
funding was cut for all of that. Then the people that want to help with extra time, they can't because they have to work extra hours due to the rising cost of everything. No lie. It's become they're making it I
damn near
honestly think the
impossible.
system is making it impossible to truly raise your children because they want to be able to raise them in the way that they want to. And that's destructive. And I honestly don't think they want them to be productive. They just want them to be drones. You know, they just want drone workers. They don't want any more brilliant minds in a big amount. You know what I'm saying? I think they want a lot of drones. That way they can be easily controlled because brilliant minds, too many brilliant minds will change the dynamic. You know what I'm saying? So if they could keep everybody dumbed down on a sub level, then they more easily controlled. But once you start thinking outside the box and you start questioning authority and you start actually challenging authority, yeah,
Yeah, that's always the
exactly.
problem. You want
It,
sheep.
they want sheep. If once you start questioning and challenging, then it's okay to question to a degree. But once you actually start challenging, that's when it really gets oh wait, that's when it become a big problem. You know what I'm saying? Our defiance is scary. Our community's defiance is
That's so funny
fucking
because
scary.
man, they can't stand when niggas don't listen.
I'm saying like our
I'm one of them
energy.
ones. I don't listen. I don't know if y'all know that by now. I don't listen. So I
Listen,
do, but I don't.
we said once you start
Or
challenging,
unemployed. What's
you're seen as disruptive or uncooperative or unemployable. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. They don't want that type of individual, especially if you black. Now, as because there's more than just black people who challenge the system, and you know we all know there's a lot of other cultures that are oppressed, that are impacted by disparity and oppression and all the whole shit. You know, mainly black, brown communities, but there's even trailer park white folks out there that get the impact as well. You know what I'm saying? So there's people of all walks that fight against the system because truly the system is shit. But in our communities, we see that we are torn apart in almost every way possible. We're pitted against each other, and all the resources that are out there that are so limited, we're made to oh, you have to meet these qualifications. Like your situation got to be worse than this person's situation over here. Meaning everybody got to be in the worst fucking situation possible to even get on a list to get help. You understand? You got to be in the they want to see you on your knees
Yeah.
begging and groveling to get the assistance to rise to a better position. Talisha says parents not being able to be there for their kids in poor communities because they are working all the time to pay the bills. True, real shit. So the parents is even though they trying to be the best parent they can, they hit and miss with certain shit, especially if it's a broken home. If it's a single parent and that parent doesn't have a support system.
Mm-hmm.
Talisha says, so the kids hit that again. So the kids have time to listen to the world on how to hustle illegally or use guns or be loved. Exactly. Exactly. Trying to sneeze here. Oh my God. I hate when that happens. But we can't allow the world to be that main influence. And I think that's what this nigga so
You a fool, bro.
Chrissy said my goofy ass kept wondering why you kept saying the Full Cup podcast, and that's where I'm commenting from. I thought it was from Quincy Jones' face. Yeah, man. Hey, I read it as I see it, man. I know who it is, you know.
Yeah,
but we definitely, you know, we recognize and we acknowledge.
Shout out to the Full Cup podcast.
Shout out to the Full Cup podcast every Tuesday, Thursdays. Motherfucker, tap in 7 on the West, and you know the rest. Look, but it's good, bro. It's good. You know, we love y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Always tapping in, man. We trying to shoot this real shit and figure out how to fix our fucking communities, man. Through every state and really throughout the world. You know, we want to get out. Let's get back to the village.
They talk about this 15 to 34, though. We got 2 boys that age right now. Like, between, you know, them ages.
We got 2 boys, right.
No, I don't like this at all. It makes me feel a lot of types of ways. Like, it does. And the things that most Black men or young Black men turning into men, like the things that y'all really weren't taught, it needs to be out there for y'all, no matter what. So, though y'all weren't taught it at y'all age, how can we get these young ones to know what the fuck is up? Because once they touch the world, they got to be fucking ready. Because this is the shit that we deal with. I can't even say, oh, I want to hide them. I want to, you know what I'm saying, protect them from the world. And no, I need to prepare them for the world because this is the world they got to fucking go out in anyway.
Right.
Are we going to make sure they good when they get out there? Or no, because you got to know how to love you, men, so that you take care of you out there.
Full Cup Quincy said, well, the way we fix it is conversation like this. Iron sharpens iron. Facts. And that's why we here with this real blunt shit, man. We not gonna hold no punches and we not gonna sugarcoat nothing. We want to hit this shit right on the motherfucking head. Hit the nail on the head. Bow. But it's crazy because when you have conversations like this, people try to duck them. You know, because a lot of people, I think, are complacent. And a lot of people are fearful to actually speak their voice on the situations that plague our community. I think a lot of people feed into it, the negativity more than the positivity. And that's a big problem. Yeah. We need to switch that polarity. You know, that polarity need to go whoop, and we need to start gearing in and speaking up, actually using our throat chakra and open that motherfucker up, not just in the bullshit, but on the real shit, like our ancestors used to do. You say what, love?
I said on everything, because that's the thing, like elders, right? So if we didn't have whatever X, Y, and Z, right? Because you can fill in the blank for what certain people didn't have in their life growing up, right? So once you get here and you're older, do you care to be that and really choose to be that for all? If you come to be in my presence, you'll learn. I'm gonna teach you something. Whoever the fuck come with JB present, you gonna learn some shit, and hopefully I'll learn some shit from you. That'd be great. But you gonna learn some shit because I'll be over here trying to learn and teach. I wanna. Do you know about this? And we'll start talking about this other shit over here. Woo woo woo, and go down like rabbit holes, right? Rabbit holes all day.
All day. My folks, Two-Tone. Shout out to my guy Two-Tone, man. He slide through, you know, whenever. And me and him will sit there and we'll chop it up outside. He might bring something to drink, he might not, but we'll sit there and chop it up. and we'll have some real in-depth conversations on a lot of different shit, and a lot of it really be business building success and longevity and shit like that, but it be on a lot of other shit too. It's real spiritual too, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate conversations like that, because although we can get into the bullshit, like that's my guy, you know. If you know, everybody know, you know, Two Tone, that's my, you know, that's Two Tone. But we can get on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? We two peas in a pod, but we really be on some positive shit, and we try to stay on some positive shit. And I appreciate that in him when he come around with those type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? Talisha said the hope for their future that they're supposed to have is a lot of times lost before they even turn 18. So they follow
Yeah.
what they see in their community, and that's facts. And how do they lose hope? How do they lose the hope in their future? Hold on one second.
People, I don't think people know hope. Don't let you be in one of those communities where like where they're under resourced and everything like that, because there's not any hope that they've seen, and that's something that you usually have to create in yourself. Yeah, the people have to learn to stop playing victim. Definitely Q. A lot of people just be like they're quick, and I feel like I say this all the time, they're quick to play the blame game. So they're so fast to point the finger because they never care to look at themselves. When you choose to look at yourself and do any type of, what do they call it, shadow work, that's when you really take a look at yourself. What do I do? Why do I do it? And we start to just question every single thing. So those that play victim are quick to just look at everyone else. I see all the faults in this man, this woman, but I would never see the same exact faults. And that's usually what they are looking at in the other person, is the faults within themselves. They point out in other people. She says, by not having someone pouring positivity into them or not having a support system. Both of those, definitely both of those. And then what's crazy is when they don't have both,
I'm back.
is like that shit's crazy when they don't have both, because that's when I see them lose like all hope. She says parents are too busy or even on drugs or drunk all the time. No fucking lie. And that's,
Hell yeah.
I've seen that because of their upbringing, right? So they
Hold
didn't
on.
have X, Y, and Z, and they're trying to do their little fill in and try to be okay, and then they're not actually making sure their kids know shit about like anything. Like they don't know shit about shit, not even emotional regulation, because then they just know to just drink and stuff. They gonna mimic whatever they saw, and then be like, why the fuck am I getting these same results that I seen? Yeah, it gets crazy.
All right, I'm back. The natives be restless around her. But
That says 68% of Black Americans have experienced gun violence. That's like a pretty high percentage of Black Americans.
you say that again?
68% of Black Americans have experienced gun violence.
And that's facts. That's a lot, though.
Pretty
I
high.
could believe that. That's a lot.
Like, dude, why? Why is this the thing all the time? And like, and when I say it's the thing, it's fucking normal. Like it's been normalized, and it doesn't make any sense.
I like that right there, what Talisha said too, though. I was just reading the comments when I got back. She said parents are too busy or even on drugs or drunk all the time. That's,
So
man,
I said
no
how basically
fucking lie.
to that, I was like, because they didn't have their X, Y, and Z, right? And so they're trying to do their filling and try to be okay when they're not teaching their kids anything, not even how
Right.
to be okay. Like, and so it's just
Right.
another fucking cycle on itself. Like, we all get stuck on something, and it's because of whatever the fuck you saw.
Facts. Talisha said, right. Not being shown how to navigate through life without picking up a gun and robbing or picking up a gun and shooting out of anger. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Like, there's a lot of choices that can be made in this world. And when we mimic or emulate those that are doing these things, like it perpetuates. I got my own situations. You know what I'm saying? That I done been in, and I got stories. I'm a victim of this same shit, but I have a higher mind. I had a higher mind to know that you know what we need to change behavior and we want kids and a family and all that shit. We need to change our actions and be able to teach them better and do better and make sure that we got um, something to teach. You know what I'm saying? I gotta step it up. You know, when I done had shootouts at houses and lost homeboys, a couple homeboys at the same time, lost a brother and a sister in a shootout. Like like not my own personal brother and sister, but a brother and sister I knew that were close friends of mine, died together in a shootout. Homeboy come visit the block from out of town, and him and one of the homies both share around and die. Like, rest in peace to all of them and condolences to the families. Like, I done had a homeboy get popped over some jealous shit that happened over 2 years. 2 years back, it was like, what the fuck, and it was over a bitch. Like, I done seen and had a lot of situations where motherfuckers done died to gun violence because of some real like crazy shit, man. And it does something to the psyche, man. Like, I'm telling you, I'm off the hinges, and I really be trying to be so cool because of the shit that I done had to go through and see. And my cousin EQ, shout out EQ, man. He know me, and he can feel me because we done been through similar shit. And I love that dude to death because, dude, we can vibe and sit there and just cry sometimes on topics because of this shit, man, and just really chop it up. So he said, "Wow, that's crazy." Yeah, it is. It is. It sucks. It sucks, but it's the reality that we live in, and they got to learn how to navigate this shit.
Yeah, you have to, because man, that shit's rough. Like, especially when the first one is always the roughest one. Like, damn, that shit is really real. Like, cause you know it's there. You know the shit's there, but nigga, it don't hit your ass till nigga it's in your face like that. And you like, damn, it's really here, and it's just a thing, and people are okay with this shit somehow, some way, because it's still fucking happening.
It is still happening. I think black people have been conditioned too much to accept inflicting violence on each other, and to the point of death. Especially black men, and it's getting to the point now where black women
they train
are following.
That was the thing,
right? To make us fight each other. You know what I'm saying? They got to the.
They're angry that they don't see the connection to it. No. They never see the connection to it. Like, they used to make y'all do that, and now y'all willingly do it.
Right,
nigga. They let go of the reins, basically, right? Because
they let go of the reins,
and now they doing what the fuck we taught them to do. What the fuck? Are y'all serious right now? And y'all just gonna keep it? Okay, niggas gonna keep it going.
Keep doing it. We do it ourselves, and they sit back and they watch this shit and they say, look what we did. Look what we caused. And
how about the fact that the school to prison system, right? The pipeline, whatever the fuck they actually called it. Now it's the thing where they don't have to enforce it. It just happens now. That it was trained. Once something is trained,
it's perpetual. It's self-motivated.
It's repetition.
It
Nigga, that's muscle memory. Look, baby, ain't that fucking muscle memory? And once you get that muscle memory, bitch, it's stuck in you until you change it. It's just gonna be there.
Yep. Muscle memory like a motherfucker. Talisha says, I feel like we've been conditioned for years to be okay with violence against us. Exactly. She also says, but there are other races who is gun happy too. LOL. True. But with that part right there, those are both true statements like a motherfucker. But the other races who are gun happy are gun happy against us as well. And that's where it's fucked up at. Like I said in one of the last episodes, we got too many other races involved in the destruction of the black race, the black communities. You know what I'm saying? So where gangs were all black gangs and it was, blacks against blacks, Now it's a bunch of other motherfuckers that looking and have cause to shoot us as well because they are affiliated with a gang or an area or whatever the fuck situation. You know what I'm saying? And I think that shit need to stop. That shit need to go. That shit need to motherfucking go. You understand me? Hey, get the fuck up. No, no. But they are fucking gun happy too. You know what I'm saying? They gun happy like a motherfucker.
I be seeing people that are gun happy, but not too many people are trigger happy. That's still hella different. Once your finger is itching, you got a motherfucking problem. Okay, you need to go figure out your mind for sure, because it ain't just let me grab this and pop some shit off. No, nigga, you need to calm down. What's going on with you? And then that's the conversation, right? What the fuck going on with you?
What's going on with you? Exactly. But I think if people actually stopped and thought what's going on with them, and they incorporated in their mind, like, yo, this is what we've been conditioned to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used to make us brother, father, son, father, you know, grandfather, grandson, like whatever combination of male, the biggest, the smallest, the blackest, the lightest, they will make them fight each other for fucking sport so they could sit there and laugh and yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? And bet or whatever the fuck, however they were feeling, they would make us fight each other. If we actually stop to think that, yo, this is a trauma. This is PTSD acting out right now. You know what I'm saying? This is PTSD acting out. This is the stress and all the shit that that happened to our ancestors and has been embedded through our. This is what this is. Hey, look, man. You know what? I'm not about to fight you because that's what they want us to do. Well, let's simmer down for a second and take a step back, and let's see if this is even worth all that. You know what I'm saying? Let's be better in our actions. Talisha says, but when non-black people do mass shootings or any crazy multiple murder, they call it, man, motherfucking mental health. My ass, they call it mental health.
That still would allow room for just, how would I say that? They try to always paint us in a different light. Okay, so if we're angry, we're this, and strong black man, strong black woman, you know how they like to do this. Well, if they're so strong, then there's nothing wrong with their mental health. Oh, okay. So we don't go through anything, because majority of the time we go through more shit than the people who do the mass shootings. We've actually gone through way more shit than them, and we don't do that. Like, so they can always paint us differently because that's what they've always done. Remember, we're not even people to them still. So we're not even people to them. We just property. Okay, they just will treat us as such at all times.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
He's like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a whole lot of fuck yous. They be like, huh? Looking back at the
motherfuckers. I'm not against my black people. I'm not against nobody. I'm against those who are against me and against my people. So whoever you are, whatever the fuck you are, wherever the fuck you are, it's up. It's up. It's all the way up. All the smoke, nigga. I promise you. But just on average, I ain't got no problem with nobody. I really don't. And I don't want those types of problems with nobody because I know it's we all in the goddamn same motherfucking barrel, bitch. Do you understand?
Yeah, so why am I gonna fuck up?
Look,
don't shit where you sleep. Like what?
Yeah, don't shit where you sleep. Look, and we all in this motherfucker. So let's stop shitting in this motherfucker so we can try and make some sits out this motherfucker and hopefully take some planks out the side so we can stop trying to go through the top and just go through the side of the barrel. You feel me? Right. Like, let's try some different shit here. But and when I say that, it's not just this is real blunt. This is Black Love and Unity, but we gonna keep it all the way real. You know, this affects everybody. Black, white, Asian, Latino, motherfucking, wherever you at, this affects you. you know, this oppression, this white supremacy, this change in dynamic, this masking of what reality is that's happening as well. You know what I'm saying? Like all this shit's being masked over. Like they're trying to make it something other than what the fuck it really is. And people, I feel like, are buying into that shit. Like they putting the mask on voluntarily. They acting like some of this
Yeah.
shit.
Okay. So
I
a
just
few
heard
movies
a
just
nigga
popped in
on
my head. A few movies just popped in my head. So like Wall-E, first off. Then we got Gamer, remember? Because they're literally putting shit on people's faces to like
I
mask
love
reality.
it.
It's a thing.
Good looking. Good looking.
Yeah,
And now
funny.
you get two. Hey, I love it. That's my nigga.
That's what's up. Thank you.
Run them
But
views
no,
up.
I'm
I
definitely
appreciate it.
watching some movies start to play out in real life, and I'm like, cool, because nobody's paying attention to this shit. They just go
Right.
right on with whatever is being produced that day by society. You know, they go with the news, they go with all, like just a lot of different shit. So if you just always are constantly intaking what other people's views are, if you're intaking how they want it to be perceived, and you never ever do
Right.
research, like you're gonna be kind of stuck in your own fucking way when it comes to this damn society and all the cycles that will have you caught for sure. Yeah,
Hell
Gamer
yeah.
for sure, right? Because they have the thing, and it's just like this is what they do. This is what they do when they want to be in reality, or excuse me, a fake reality, because reality is
Hell
too
yeah.
quote unquote tough for them. Don't look
Don't
up.
look up. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Well, these motherfuckers, like it's crazy because I think everybody want to try and act like some shit ain't going on that's really going on, and everybody is so bent on making money that they're, I think, I don't know, kind of accepting this new like just let they not gonna do nothing about nothing. They just want to make their money. They just want to make money, make money, make money, make money. So now it's work, 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 pay bills, pay bills. Whatever did happen, happened. Whatever's happening is happening. As long as they get their bills paid, and life is great. As long as they get they new this or that or the third, then life is great. As far as the real meat and potatoes, they choosing to push it off the plate. You feel me? I don't know. I just think it's a lot of complacency going on.
Definitely. But if you don't care to like change it, the teach. If you don't care to teach, you're not gonna care to assist in changing reality. That's how only certain people are even on this type of level, because that takes a lot of fucking work. And it's gonna take
Right.
a lot of your motherfucking breath, nigga. Look, me being pregnant right now, I be out of breath all the time because it takes a lot of talking
Hell
to
yeah.
teach.
Conversation
Are you
after
ready to do
conversation
it?
got to be had.
You ain't ready to do it, go fucking learn some more. Because it's usually the ones that where their heads are filled with knowledge, where they're prepared to teach, because now I know, right?
Right.
So go learn some shit so you know some shit. I don't understand.
The thing I be trying to get through the people that is closest to me, like, is we are still in some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This is still a war we're in, and although now I feel like the time for killing and all of that is not here, we need to fight this financially, literally, emotionally. We need to fight this systematically as it was placed upon us. We need to systematically get ourselves out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to take a lot of conversations. I think cities, communities need to have forums just for the community where they can go and like, look, it's a problem with this person and this family over here. So we need to sit down as a community and hash this out, because if not, this is what this is going to lead to. But people got to be willing to want to do shit like that and go to it peacefully. The elite designed it to be like this. Yes, they did. Most of our day we working to pay taxes and bills and a little bit of time for family. Hell, come on. And now majority of America has to have 2 working parents. Like a motherfucker. Like no shit. No shit. Or that one
They've been
parent
trying to
gotta have
make
a
me
hell
go
of
to
a
work.
fucking income.
They've been
Huh?
trying to make me go to work.
Yeah.
Trying to make me go to work for a minute
They're
now.
so trying to make her go to work. Talisa also says, and a lot of it is just American culture and economy. Many other countries don't have this issue this big. No lie, I know, and I'm looking
Overconsumption here. Everything here
overconsumption.
is
Yeah,
overconsumption. This is how so many people are. I was a cleaner. I did professional cleaning. There's so many hoarders. You can have the
right.
biggest, nicest everything. Once you walk in that bitch, it's disgusting because they just consume everything, right? And now they're stacking all their shit every fucking where. Never clean anything though. Never do
Right.
anything. What are we doing? We got to go to work to make the money to buy all this shit. So now I'm paying you to come clean it up too, right? Because this is just the world. The world
Oh
here.
my
This is the
god.
world I grew up in America, right? This is here. So we
Look,
hear that it's not like that in other places because they don't do that shit. Why would you do that
exactly.
shit?
Oh, come on. Why? I'm
I see
saying
some shit. I
though.
said, "Ooh, I can't."
You
Remember, I said, "Ooh, I'm done deep cleaning." Because a
yeah,
regular clean,
oh my
they
no.
don't even
Ooh,
know what a
remember that
regular
job?
clean is.
Look, so it's like she said, she did that fucking professional cleaning, like industrial businesses and houses, and like she could do all that shit.
Houses,
But
apartments, yeah.
apartments, condos.
Look, I'm
So
specific. I ain't cleaning outside because these niggas was crazy. On the
yeah,
inside of
she
the house
just
is
wasn't
crazy.
cleaning
I'm not doing
outside.
the outside of your house. I'll clean the inside of your
So
house.
I go in the beginning of the business when she first starts her business. I'm actually driving her to all the locations. I'm going with her, and for a
Yeah, we
couple
started in
reasons.
Frisco.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
started out in San Francisco, but safety, make sure that we both okay. I was also that's when I started my business as well, with the handyman construction, the carpentry and stuff like that. So we were doing it together, and when I have a job, she would have a job, and we would both go out there together. I would drop her off, pick her up, or sit out there and wait with her, or she would just go to work with me, or whatever, however was happening. We were together though. And we went to this one fucking job for her. Good God, these people had this condo and they had this cat that used to shit in the fucking bathtub. They had kept the fucking litter box in the bathtub, in the bathroom. Like, who does that? And the bathroom was
Damn.
just so yeah, they do that. It was so nasty. The kitchen was nasty. The bedroom was nasty. The living room was nasty. Everything was nasty as the fucking nasty. Like I didn't even want to walk in there with my shoes. Like I didn't want the bottom of my shoes to touch they shit because it was so fucking nasty in there. I said, this is another type of nasty. I said, I ain't never seen no shit like this. She said, I'm done. She said, She said, I ain't cleaning. I ain't doing no deep cleaning for nobody else. And I said, I don't blame you. I'm with you. Fuck them.
I did it a while. I actually deep cleaned for a while, but to see that how many people really don't understand a regular clean to a deep clean, I was like, yeah, see, these regular cleans are actually deep cleans, and people are crazy to think that the regular clean was going to be a 1 or 2 hour job when you walk in there and everything's absolutely disgusting. So I had people wanting to quote unquote complain, well, why is it taking so long? But and you got to be all professional. Well, why is it so nasty? It's like my first thought. Why is it so nasty?
Why is it so fucking nasty?
Oh shit.
But
okay, don't
Talisa
say
said,
that. Right?
You and they wanted you to clean all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So So then what I had to really do, and I think you remember, babe, I had to go into just asking my clients a bunch of questions prior to the job
Before,
so that I
yeah,
can actually give them a proper estimate. And even if they could send pictures, that was always even better because I could truly give them an estimate. But if you saying you can't give me no type of this and it's a this type of space and it's a when you want boop 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 all this stuff done, you want the window sills, baseboards, all the, you know what I'm saying? Vacuum, mop,
right.
dishes washed, you want all this stuff happening. Oh, and I want it to be done in 2 hours when you got a 5-bedroom or more house. Are you insane? Do you know how clean you would have to be for that to be maybe a 1 to 2 hour job? Like, this is how I
Yeah,
was like, these people don't clean. This is how you know these people don't clean. And then I had people tell me the way that I clean to when they hired someone else, they just started hiring me because she might take a minute, right? But when that shit done,
but
it's
the
done.
clean,
Like it's really
yeah,
done.
when she was done,
I'm
that
like,
shit was clean in the motherfucker.
ooh, you nasty. I can't handle this. Look,
They
they'll
kept
let you
wanting her
have
to come back.
pesticide. Oh my God. I
That
was like,
shit
I'm
was
gonna need
crazy.
like what you got? You got stuff? Most people don't even have cleaning supplies. Cool. So, yeah. Interesting.
But
It gets
I
very
had
interesting.
to, even with that, it was a certain element of safety that I had to keep too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want her getting robbed. I didn't want nothing crazy happening to her. Her driving to all these different places and meeting new individuals and going to new situations and new businesses and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now look, yep, she got a big old gorilla sitting out here with her. Right here. So if anything, guess what? Hey, I'm swinging through the window, nigga. Stop playing. But like Talisha said earlier, with this gun violence and bringing it down, I think that putting our putting organizations back out there for the youth is key. That has to happen. How do we got it? Like, so right here in Stockton, he said with a toaster. You understand me? Come on, Q. You already know it's going down right now. But right here in McKinley Park, I think they're actually getting ready. They're redoing the swimming pool area. They're redoing the parking lot, and I think they're getting ready to get the pool back going, that whole area, and they're about to add some things. I'm hoping. I hope they're not about to tear it all down and do something else with it. Because again, this is one of the parks in our area. There's there's a community center here, Taft. They do some things, but it's a very small community over here. There's people trying to yeah, exactly. I already know, bro. There's
You ain't
people
gotta
that
tell
work
me.
at
I live over here, bro.
we
I'm
live this
watching
shit, bro,
it.
and it's
I
irritating.
said, why are they over here?
Yeah.
All in my
Like,
area, bro.
this is not real right now. Are you serious?
No, it's hella real.
But we
Ooh, it's
got
hella real.
they just built a bunch of bullshit over here, and McDonald's and Starbucks and all this whole extra shit.
That's
And
literally when you know. I promise. That's when you know. When you have the fucking Starbucks and the fucking McDonald's right next to each other, like
right,
damn near touching, that's how you know. Because we didn't have no Starbucks never ever
we
over
ain't
here.
had none of that
But
shit
now
over
there's
here,
one.
man.
I'm like, oh yeah, look at and see where it's at though, right? Western Ranch. So yeah,
Yeah,
here they come.
yeah,
Well,
but
on the
they're
bus load,
gentrifying.
nigga, that's how it feels like.
Okay, and so when you said that gentrifying right there, that brought me back to something I was gonna say earlier. Like gentrification, I believe, is getting in the way of our communities healing. It's getting rid of our communities.
Mhm.
It's causing more separation, division, and pushing us apart because one, the resources to fund our communities and our community centers and the teen centers that we used to have, all the little shit, the YMCA, the out here there was in Stockton there was actually the teen center. In LA, there was different Parks and Rec shit that was going on, like youth organizations and stuff. But the funding for all of that stuff has been interrupted for a lot of shit that was done by the city itself. You know what I'm saying? And now you have a lot of nonprofit organizations that have to meet a lot of requirements, and they come and go. There are a lot of the ones that stick around, but those cost, and a lot of parents don't have the means to keep their children in that. They're constantly trying to pay bills, and a lot of these organizations ain't cheap, you know. But if the cities actually started putting funding back to those areas, it would stop some of the shit that's going on. But they know this. They know this. They damn well know this, and they gonna keep on letting the bullshit go. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to get people in those positions that they can make
Yeah.
those changes. Hold on, I'll be right back.
It's been too much out there. It says on average, 30 Black Americans are killed by guns. Uh, Black Americans experience 10 times gun homicides than white Americans, which I feel like most of us actually know that because we see it. Um, Black Americans are 3 times more likely to be fatally shot by police. That's something the majority of us also know. In 2020, it says that 12,179 Black Americans were killed with guns compared to the 7,286 white Americans. And honestly, when I had read that, I said, I can't even believe the number difference. Like, we know that it's a lot and we're starting to see it a lot more. But the rate and the quantity that is happening now is it's like alarming. Like, how is nobody trying to do anything? You know? T says, yep, we're losing teens fast. We are. We definitely are. They have to, somebody got to start to step in because we got to teach these boys better. This losing the teens don't make no fucking sense. They're not even able to fully form into a man. They don't even get to live no type of life, and they're gone. Like, we have to fix this somehow. Ooh-wee.
Look, I just came from over there. Baby, just put your boots on and tell Assad to open the door for you. She want to go in the backyard. I told her, put your boots on and go in the backyard. But like, I believe she was saying that somebody needs to actually start taking charge, or we need that position needs to be stepped up on. Yep, and we're losing teens fast. Yes, we are losing teens fast. I don't think that we're lost as a people. I think that we have a chance to come back. I think that we have the capability, the mental space. I think we have that in us. I think we need to, like, get these people in position to start helping get the resources back in the right areas. We need to stop allowing people to tear up our groups and get in the way. I think we need to make sure that we actually take accountability for our children and where they're at, what they're doing, and teaching them how to act when they're out, and to have that whole respect level come back for other people and elders. I think we let a lot of our base morals, values, and all that shit go trying to chase money. And that shit is kind of, well, it ain't kind of, it is very detrimental to our community. It's detrimental to our society. Talisha says they are wrapped up in social media and fighting, trying to look rich. Right. Like, we need to get them to stop that shit. Like, it is not, man, it almost made me want to cry sometimes. I'll be trying to be chill. Like, it pisses me off when I see the deaths, the percentages, know that my children are growing up in this. And if we don't start to make a turn for the better, then it may get to a point where I got to teach my children how to really be the king of the jungle in that sense, like Daddy know how. And I don't want to see a world like that. I want a world where we can talk peacefully, and if we got a problem, we got to fight. Okay, whatever. But to always bring it to a gun, to shoot somebody, to always want to kill one another, that is something we got to shake, man. And we can't allow everybody to keep pushing us to it. We can't allow everybody to keep engaging in it as well, like them killing us. Fuck, the cops kill us a lot. So now, on top of the cops and on top of us killing each other, now all these other motherfuckers got reasons that they think they can kill us as well. Man, look, we need to stop that shit. We need to stop allowing all of these outside. We kill each other enough. We can't keep allowing everybody else to do it as well. It's crazy. I'm pissed off, but I'm trying to be. I don't know, man. I'm trying to be. God damn it, I'm trying to be. I'm sipping on a little something. Don't worry about it. Nah, for real though, it's peach vodka with the kiwi strawberry. That shit go right there. That shit smack. I hate how social media puts out that image all the time, and like what they call it, the algorithm. The algorithm pops up all the negative, all the bullshit, all the drama, all the extras, and
that depends on what you follow.
But I was about to say that unless you actually follow, and when other things pop up, don't engage with it. Just leave it alone. Like it'll change, Yeah, that's true. All we can do is start at home. Yeah, keep on starting at home, damn it. Because motherfuckers out here in this world that didn't have that upbringing and that guidance, this shit is crazy, man. This
you ain't got no home training.
Home training, right?
Oh, you always know when niggas got some home training because somebody taught you something. Because the ones who ain't been taught nothing, it shows. Like, because they're not willing to learn from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that Q was talking about. What if they're not trying to learn?
Hard.
You know what I'm saying? Hard head, make us all fast. All right, you ready? Because this world it's gonna fuck you up. Are you prepared? I feel like you want to be a little more prepared, and nah. Just don't want to listen to shit.
Talisha said, or get behind people who have the plans to open up programs and ways to help the community. I'm saying we got to start supporting the positive motherfuckers, man. The positivity that's out there, like we have to look for it. We have to stop being so okay with seeing the negative shit and actively start looking for the positive shit. Like, where is this to help with this at? Who's doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like Google, shout out to Google. Google is a bitch. All them search engines is a bitch. They will help you fucking find information. They will help you gather the information you are looking for, and they will help you come up with answers and all the whole kind of shit for just about anything you damn well want to do. Want to know. All you got to do is think of the question. Think of the right fucking question. So simple.
Maybe you ain't even got a question. Maybe you just have a thought, right? Like, this is something I'm thinking about, and I don't know the question because you don't know about it, right? You just think. Just think. Fill it in because there's knowledge. And what's crazy is it's not like the old days where we got to go pick up, like, and it's like, please,
you gotta go to the library, like, you gotta get it.
Where you gotta go flip them pages. It's not like that no more. It's at the touch, boom, 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 and it's here, and you don't care to utilize those type of knowledge. That shit's crazy. I be like, what are you thinking about? I be seeing it, right? Mel and his children have a face. They all have a face when they get stuck and they're thinking about something. And right then, I just be stuck because
Nah.
what are you thinking about? Because the wheels are turning and I can see it. I
She can
love
see
that shit. Like you need to be able to be like, ooh, so what's going on? And then actually talk to them. Like let them allow their thoughts, right? The inside thoughts, the things that they think they're supposed to keep inside. You can actually talk about that shit. What do you want to know? Ask the motherfucking question. If you don't know, ask the motherfucking question. You'll know then, right? Because clearly you want to know. So, like, come on.
But
How
I
do we
think
get
that's
the
important
wheels
too.
turning?
I like that you said that. I think that like starting at home as parents, we need to create a space where our children can be honest, open, and ask us the questions or make the statements or comments that they need to make. You know what I'm saying? Not disrespectful. Like motherfucker, I'll punch you in your goddamn mouth if you try and get slick. You know what I'm saying? But we need to be able to create a space where they actually can be open with us. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Yeah.
there's a boundary here. You're not going to be.
Therapy terms is a safe space to be able to create a safe space for just people
Hold
to
on.
be able to
It
open
may
up.
not be safe because you might get fucked up in this space.
Uh,
So you're going to be mindful and you're going to be motherfucking respectful in this space and we going to have a conversation. And I feel what you said. No, I'm talking shit.
yeah, I know you talking shit, but no, it's the real thing. Cause like if you're always like that on the defense, right, and you can't even like wait a minute and then punish them, if you have to like jump
Right.
on them right when they're doing it, it's never gonna be an open, like ended. They're not gonna feel like I could come talk to you for everything. There's
Right.
some things
Right.
I can say, there's some things I can't.
No, no,
So
no.
yeah,
I'm
you can
not
do
saying
that.
like what they say. I'm saying how they say it. You're going to be respectful.
I
You're
feel
not just
you.
going to come in here and think you're just going to just just say what the fuck you want to say, like all call it, using all kind of cuss words and this, that, and the third. Like, hold on, no, we're gonna set some boundaries on this shit, and
Mhm.
you're gonna be respectful and tactful in how the fuck you say what you say. But I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna hear you.
Mhm.
Now, if you get
Yeah.
outside them boundaries,
Look, that's me. I'm like, hey, whoa, you better calm down
this
real
is what
quick.
I'm
I'm trying to
saying. So yeah,
listen.
I understand the safe space, but understand you can get fucked up in the space because understand
I
and
feel like
be
I
mindful of
don't
how you
know.
say this shit.
Maybe it's because I am mindful in the way that I speak. So yeah, I would assume my safe space means you care to consider, look, me for being the listener. I'm the listener at that point. But if I'm the talker, I feel like you should still be considerate of whoever the fuck you're talking to. So
Well,
my
you
bad
know, some
that
people
wasn't
are
implied. Like, because that's the way my mind
no,
works. But
you
yeah,
know,
you
when
right.
conversations
No, you
happen,
right.
some people can be slick in their mouth, and some people can get
In their
disrespectful. Some
delivery.
people can get, yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm saying? In that space with your children, we got to, like I said, this is setting boundary. You got to, hey, this is you my child. And although I want you to be open and honest and state what you got to say and express yourself, you gonna make sure that you be respectful in this space because you get fucked up, bitch. Bottom line, point blank, don't do the disrespectful shit. You see these little
Yeah,
white kids trying to go off on their parents. Fuck you,
that's
mom.
crazy
You
because
bitch.
I don't even cussing around my mama like that.
Like, hold
Because
on,
that's the thing.
huh? What'd you say?
They let that shit happen though. From
Nigga,
kids, they let it happen. And
exact.
that
Like,
shit, it only
no, we
carries on
gon'
worse in adulthood or preteens to adolescent to adulthood. Like it gets worse
right.
and worse unless you try to dip that shit in the bud. Then you gonna be
And then
respectful.
what
You
ends
gonna
up
have the
happening? You
manners.
got some kind of rebellious ass fucking kid that just does whatever the fuck they want to do, and now they
Look, they
look.
all children are rebellious. Like to be
Well,
honest, I
no,
feel like
you already
there's
know.
different
I
levels.
I
There's
worked for
definitely
that.
different levels.
I worked for that
No, I
company where
do
I was
remember.
transporting them kids. Look, I transported children from state to state via vehicle, airplane, and all the whole shit. And these children were, well, I ain't gonna say all of them, because some of them, the parents were honestly just trying to get rid of them, it seemed like. But there were some that I would literally have to sit on, excuse me, to get them to calm the fuck down. And or hold down. You know what I'm saying? Like not in a violent way. Like we had to use restraints by
In a
law,
style.
and
Yeah.
yeah, you know. But I in that position, when I was in that position at that time, like in order to get them to where I needed to get them, I had to physically restrain these individuals. I couldn't use physical restraints. I couldn't use handcuffs or zip ties or any of that. I would have to use actual submission holds that were non-threatening or wouldn't hurt them. But in order to get them, like it was crazy. And someone would have knives, someone would have what? Like there was one who actually tried to go for a gun. There was one who had this motherfucker tried to go for a chainsaw. Like these kids be having these mental issues, and people don't be realizing it, but then some do. And they send their kids to these different places, and they it'd be crazy. Is wild. I'm just gonna say it's wild. You know, they trying to help their children. I see it, and that's good. But we don't have that available to like these people got money, and because these programs cost,
yeah.
right. In our community, we don't have the money to actually send our children to these programs to get help to do, you know what I'm saying? We don't have the resources like that. So our children don't get those opportunities to get counseling. We don't have those family therapy sessions like a motherfucker probably should, because one, we're scrapping to make a life. Our parents are, you know what I'm saying? Or their priorities are not on that. They're not thinking on that level. They're not in that mind frame. They're more in, like Talisha said earlier, drunk, high, or just too busy with life, or themselves. Some parents are absorbed with themselves and living their best life that they don't even see their children like that. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the situation is, but our resources don't reach that fucking far. It's barely been in the last several years, you know, that I've seen Black people actually start to reach a new income level. But even in reaching that income level, the economy still goes the fuck up. So only a few climb above or even close to the poverty line or just above it. And that still keeps them in a situation where they're scraping to stay just above that poverty line because they don't want to go back down. And now they're so consumed with everything that's keeping them just above that poverty line, which isn't a big margin. It's not a big margin right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of factors that keep us away from doing what we need to do, dedicating the time to to do what we should be doing. You know, I remember when we started our team, and there was another individual, young lady that started. She had a cheerleading thing going on, and she was just trying to do it independently. You know, shout out to her. Like those types of people need to be supported. You know what I'm saying? When you see people actually trying to put resources. Huh?
I be seeing her at the gym sometimes.
Oh, do you? That's what's up.
Yeah, it's crazy because this life, you know. So I ain't seen her in a minute. Like that's what's up, and she really just out there in the community.
That's good. We probably need. I didn't know you seen her anymore.
I think I've seen her like twice.
But you know, she always trying to do something with the community. You know, people like that need to be supported. I tried to support her while we were working together as well, and she supported us as well. And it was nice for a second. But when people start community organizations on their own, it's hard to run it because a lot of times it's coming out of your own pocket. And unless people are actually trying to help you grow, it's going to be very hard and damn near impossible at times to give back to the community the way you want to. People try to take advantage of you. People try to steal from you. People try to abuse your kindness. People try to abuse your giving and your actual care.
Takers have no limits.
No, takers don't have no fucking limits. They fucking take until there ain't nothing else left to fucking take.
And then they move on to someone else that they can take from.
Yeah.
Like that's what happens. So
Yeah,
you
exactly.
gotta
As
be
long as
very aware as the giver to weed out those types of people. So
long as they
like those
get
types of people
it
gotta be
scratched.
taken care of. Yeah, I'm telling you, the people in the community like that, if you know that they're good, you gotta be ready to support their ass in whatever ways possible. You could even give them a kind word that day, right? And that could change the
Right.
whole day, the whole mood. Like, be supportive of our people. And there's a lot of people who just aren't that considerate, you know? So be more considerate. Fuck.
Takers definitely have no limits, Lisa said. But that's real shit. I can't stand, like, okay, so for us, when we did what we did, it got to the point where it was a lot of negative shit that I couldn't take. And people weren't trying to learn from my teaching. Yeah, but takers always have a sad story for the givers. That's how they get them. LOL. Man, it be the most. And this is not another. Oh my God. It be the
You fool me
saddest
once,
fucking
that's
story
on
in the
me.
world.
You
Yeah.
fool me
Fool me
twice.
twice.
Look,
Oh yeah. You good than a motherfucker. But it was too much negativity, and every time I tried to call it, or every time I did call it out, individuals did not learn from the warning. You know what I'm saying? We had a good thing going. We had the Stockton Police Department supporting us. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? And we had a couple other real big businesses supporting us. And individuals couldn't understand the importance of good behavior and attitudes and
the
teamwork
positivity
and
that
togetherness.
along with it. Yeah. We're trying to do a community building type of situation, and people were just trying to go play some football and do cheerleading. And we're like, that's not all that's happening here. And we
That's
need
not
y'all to
all that's
understand
happening.
that's the main line, right? That was the main
Right.
purpose of this. So though we chose football and cheerleading, that was just an activity to also do to go along with the community building. And that is not what they saw. You know what I'm saying?
On
And I
top
feel
of
like that
that,
is where
I was incorporating tutoring into it as well, so
yes, we're
that
trying to
children
get
could
to
get
it.
right, so that the children could actually get the tutoring help
But
while they're
about to
at
make me all
practice and all
emotional
the
right
whole
now.
shit.
Just God
I'm
damn, why you
sorry.
gotta do this to me? Because you just had to bring it up pregnant because like we had the room set up, we had fucking desk in there, like we had the
We
chairs,
got
like
desks,
we
we
were
had
so
chairs, we had
fucking
the
we
whole
were so
nine,
close,
bro.
and
We
everybody
were
was
so.
just like, I
Oh
don't
my
understand
God.
why you got look. I don't understand why they're so serious. What?
What do you
Do
mean? Why
you
we're
not
so
understand
serious?
what our children need? Not you. Like my dad, not you, bitch. Not what you need. Do you know
This
what
is for
they
our
need?
children.
Because this is the future is supposed to be the best of us. So how the fuck do you not know what they need, knowing damn well, man, we had some of our kids because they was with Amir and Akil, right? So Amir graduated. We got some of our kids over there graduated from our team, and I'm just, the mom
Right.
made me just so excited because they understood what the fuck we were trying to give them back then. Oh, they might be a little hard, but they're hard because when I actually applied that pressure over here too, I really got results. And we were like, we told you, like I believed in you the whole
It
time.
was
And
good to
that's all
see.
these niggas really need. They need a little belief and a little hope because if they don't got it, somebody needs to assist them with finding it in themselves. That's where
With us,
elders are supposed to come in.
exactly. With us doing that and creating that organization, we brought some togetherness, and we had a good foundation building at that moment. It was starting to. It was going to be so. It was supposed to be strong. It was supposed to be the shit.
We
I'm gonna
didn't
bring it
have
back.
all of the correct people. So though we had
Right.
some of the really right people, there were some that were just not right for our organization, and that was just on us. We utilized the people that we had at that time, and it didn't work out for a longevity.
Right.
It worked out
Longevity
for a
wise,
little
it
bit.
didn't work out.
You got to always make
Shout
sure
out to
you
everybody
got the
though.
right
They did their
people.
thing with that team. I ain't mad. I love the experience, the knowledge I gained
It was
from
good
it,
experience.
the moments that we had, all of it. It was
And
it was
even the
fun,
people that
you
we
know.
met, like the
Yeah.
people and children that we met through that time, like to be able to connect with a lot of people and be able to reach them further than, hey, how you doing? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like actual stepping stones for like life. You're gonna need this
I actually
later.
had them on a
It's way
workout
different.
schedule. Like I had the gym, the weight room set up to where the everybody was working out and all the whole shit. Talisha
Motherfucker
said people
live
always
feed.
question others because they aren't passionate about
Hey,
it. Exactly.
and
And
this
I get
happened
questioned a
to
lot.
through baby number one for me. So then, you know, more
Man.
passionate, more emotional, and they just like, I don't understand why. And I'm like, because you're not that passionate and emotional when it comes to your own. You
Right.
clearly won't do this for yours. I was doing it, nigga, prior to having my first, right? I was
Right.
already doing this. I've been
With
doing
mine.
this. But
And
even
with her
this
nieces
before
though.
then. But because
Yeah, I
I
was
was
about
an
to say with
empty
her nieces
already.
as well.
So
Yeah,
I've
she was
been
already
doing
high.
this. I've been trying to understand that I affect a lot of people. Then you have to go into how do you affect those people?
Those
Because no
people.
matter what,
Right.
you're gonna affect them. Do you care how though?
Is it
Because
gonna
if
be
you don't care
positive or
how,
negative?
shit, you probably gonna be fucking some shit up just because you're not paying attention.
That's why
Wow.
I wanted to give such a big organization to the community. Like we were supposed to have um, every team, every sport available, the tutoring, the cheerleading to go with everything. We were supposed to have. There was a bigger vision there, and I wish everyone could have saw because we were actually building towards it, and it would have been a great thing to see. And I think it will be. You know, a lot
It will
farther
be.
than what is actually out there right now. I'm not taking nothing from what's going on out there right now, but it's not getting the end results that we need. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting us to the community level of respect, acknowledgement, and understanding that we need to be. Our our children are there. When that team went down, so many kids stopped doing and participating that it was crazy. I see some of them now that are older. They're out selling weed. They're doing this, that, and the third. And some of them actually in and out of jail. Some college, some they're doing different things. But I think that if that organization had been able to grow to what it was supposed to have been, we would have had them on career path or college paths. You know what I'm saying? That's what we were gearing towards. That's where we were lining to make
So
sure
we
that the
had some
ones
come out. We knew we could have had way more going in a different path than what they are.
exactly
'Cause, and it was the ones who took the shit seriously, the ones who cared to learn. Those were the ones that we get to see now today head off and
right.
really do some shit in a positive manner with their life instead of being stuck in this motherfucking rat race out here. Like,
Because
go do
I know
something greater with this stuff because your mind is great, and we would have to tell them. They would be looking at
that
us
your
like,
shit
I
is
don't
great.
understand. Right? Didn't understand. Bet you if you look at you, bro, sis, look, whoever it was,
Right. Because we had
whoever you
boys and
are,
girls out
look
there.
at yourself. Yeah.
And we were it was beautiful, man. It's just that the vision wasn't there. Everybody didn't see the vision, and then because I like Talisa said, people will always question others because they aren't passionate about it. I got questioned a lot. You know what I'm saying? People questioned me a lot, and it was irritating as fuck. But I took it. You know what I'm saying? I took it on the chin,
I
and I
remember
kept
going
rocking.
off and he just like looking at me. I'm like, they need to hear it.
No,
He's like,
she's
yeah.
really going off on them because she's like, "Who the fuck are y'all to question this, that, and the third when Literally, I was the bank. Like I was paying for everything. I made it free for as many kids as I could. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that people weren't of financial means to keep paying all these fees throughout the years. Like, and why not make it free if we can? I'm not in this for the money. I have the capacity to teach. If motherfuckers get out the way, I'm hard. Yes, I am. I'm a hard man, but I teach. I know how to teach. I know how to get motherfuckers to understand some shit. Some people may not like the way I go about it, but hey, it's effective. I'm effective. I get the job done. Um, but I also have a real passion for helping my people in my community. I just can't. This past lesson taught me that I can't do it with everybody. I got to find the right people. I got to find the right minds. I can't just go into this type of venture with just anybody.
The
And I
thing
think that
is that you're very quick
I am.
with certain things. We can't be quick. It needs to have a process at least. And what this had taught me was a process that we need to alter and change the next time. Like there needs to be some type of process where we understand the person, their mind, and what they're really about before we try to do anything greater with
With
them.
them.
Because we
Yeah.
didn't, you didn't get no time. I said, but I tell you, maybe not right now. You know he don't listen, right? He did it. I support it. But I did see certain things as far as longevity wise, right? Because cool, it might work out
And
right now.
okay, so to that, this is where the unwillingness of others, you know what I'm saying? When I saw the changes that need to be made, I offered for all the individuals that I knew could fill those positions to take those positions, and people shunned it. People walked away from it. People did not support it, although they could have. Although they had the time, the knowledge, the all the whole shit, they chose not to. You know what I'm saying? So in that situation, I have to you have to use who's available. And if the people that should be rocking with you ain't gonna rock with you, you gotta keep rocking. You understand? And that's me, man. Like, hey, okay, I threw it out there.
That's
I
very
threw it
true.
reading that
Right,
comment.
right
To,
for with
to,
business or dreams, and that like
right.
you have to understand it and not allow yourself to really move forward. So uh you don't like to shy away from shit, and I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah,
Nah,
it gets the
dog.
job done. But certain situations, you have to say no. This will not work out, and just keep it at that. And whenever you
True.
don't, that's where the sorry, baby, to say it, but that's when you get your heartbreak because I've seen it happen many times over. Because
Yeah.
I see you doing this, you could be in this position. I know you could do it well, and they're like, he do too much. Look, and they be like, bye. All of them, bye.
But I'll be right. But I'll be
But
right.
but do you but do you
I'll
though?
be
Because
I'll be dead right.
when there's no passion behind it, when there's no
That's the
want
whole problem.
for it, when
They ain't
there's
got
no
the
want
passion.
for it. So though I see you, though I see this, right? If that's not within them, then they can do it, but it will not be maintained. It
But
cannot be
I found
maintained.
that
It's not
in that
within them.
position, I found that a lot of people are more incentive and accolade based. You know what I'm saying? They care more about recognition
Yeah.
and what they're getting out of it than what they're actually putting into it. You know what I'm
Whew.
saying?
Oh my God, that's what
So
made me go off, bro. I swear to
yeah,
you, that's what made me go off. I was so angry,
yeah.
and I was like, "What have y'all like really done money
People,
wise?" They was trying to worry about
yeah,
money when, like, we know, like he knows obviously, but it's handled right. It's being handled, and they would always say something. And I'm like, "So are you doing something?" Because like fundraising, like there's so many things that y'all could also be doing. And the one lady we spoke about, she was with it. She was all with
yeah,
it. She fucked with us tough. Like she had helped us to find other ways because she had been doing certain stuff in the
right.
community. So we really just okay, cool.
This is
Find
another
these
way to
ways to
raise
do this
funds.
shit.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. And they was like, oh, and they just always have something to say. Like so you can say a lot, but you could not do a lot. Like I don't understand how those go hand in hand.
Do y'all hear
They
that
say
yelling?
a
That's
lot, you ain't
it.
doing shit.
No, but that's a in building these organizations, you know, like if we would bring these organizations back, people got to be willing to actually support these organizations. People got to be willing to get up and say, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go dedicate some time over here and teach this or help this do what you know, help in some kind of way. We got to stop being so fucking caught up and wrapped up in social media and trying to keep up with everybody else and actually get out in the community, get from in front of the screens and get out there and try to create something, get out there and try to support something, help something grow, help something build. You know what I'm saying? I see so much potential everywhere. It sucks being a person that sees so much potential. You know what I'm saying? I swear it does sometimes because I
Yeah.
can see fixes. I can see how to fix things, what needs to be built, how to build it. I could figure it all out. I can see it, but I don't see the willingness in people to engage in what needs to be done. And for one person to do all the fucking work is damn near impossible. You know, there's supposed to be a community. Yes, definitely. No organization is anything without support. Yeah, you got to have support. If you don't, if nobody supports an organization, then guess what? No matter how great the idea is, it's not going to grow.
Eventually, it will fail if there's no
It would
belief in
exactly,
somebody.
exactly.
And then once somebody does, more people have to see it, and that's where the vision comes in. And then no matter what, it was like there, it wasn't there. Wasn't there with everyone. So where it was great, right? For the time that we had it, everything was like wonderful. It was a great experience. Like there were some hard times for sure, but like majority, it was fucking fun. Like to be out there with
Yeah, it
all
was
the
a lot of
kids
fun.
and to teach them. Like they didn't know nothing at first, and by the end, they know hella shit. They know their fundamentals. The boys, the girls, they actually doing real cheers. Like we all proud and shit. Look at them. Oh my
Right.
god.
We actually
So
have
we
them in
get to
competitions and all the whole shit. You know,
we
up
put
and
them
down
in
California.
competition. Yeah, that shit was fun. Like, and the funnest part was to see all of them smiling, having a great fucking time. And then when they come off the field, they made friendships there, right? Because we got to see these kids really long term friendships
Right.
now at this point. And it's just like amazing that to see that there were certain things that could be truly instilled in them, which we knew could happen, but we got to see it happen still. So even though it was a short amount of time, like we still got to see some results from that, and we're like, yeah, that could be so much greater. It's
Yeah,
going to be so
the
much greater.
results that we did see in a positive, it happened in a short amount of time, and we were like, "Damn, we can really do this." You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And with the right support, the organization will be fucking tremendous. We'll be back with it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take care of some other shit for us right now. You know, after that venture, I decided, you know what? I put all that into the community. I'm about to pour all that into my actual family right now and build up. Y'all saw all this land I got back here. I got some shit to build back here. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of ideas, and I need to get them. They're happening, but you know everything takes time. So next time I show y'all back there, it's gonna be a lot more shit. We're gonna keep building, but in the meantime, give back to my family, and then we'll get back to giving to the community in our way. In the meantime, we're going to try and find what we can to support that's already out there until we get back to doing what we do. Everybody out here has options. We can leave our children sitting in front of fucking computers, TVs. We can leave them to do what they want to do as we do nothing, or we're intoxicated or inebriated in some kind of way, or we can actively engage. If we have the skills to teach, if we have the knowledge to teach, we can get up and teach. We can actually engage with our children and start teaching them. You know, the gun safety, gun etiquette, gun management is very important. We have to teach them that this is a world where guns are out here. We can't sugarcoat this shit for them. Look, this is what's going on. This is how you operate a weapon, the different types of weapons that's out there, because damn near, okay, a lot of the games out there, they base their weapons on real weapons. There's a lot of weapons that are just made up weapons, but there's a lot of games that use real weapons and old wars and shit like that. So the weapons are very real that they are playing with in the game. The only thing is they don't have that weapon in hand. Now, when they do get that weapon in hand, they want to use that weapon. So we have to teach our children all the safeties and the whys of having a weapon, why you shouldn't use it, as opposed to why you should, and when you should if you need to. You know what I'm saying? We have to have these hard conversations with them because the growing rate of homicides by guns in the black community is crazy. It's growing everywhere because everybody's affected by it. But in our community, this is real blunt. This is Black Love and Unity, and this is what we want the best for our community. So we need to start teaching our babies how to do better with these things. If they gonna be out there, there's a lot of cities that have a lot more weapons, and the children have a lot more access to a lot more high power shit.
Mhm.
There's intervention that needs to be had. Obviously, the weapons are readily available. Obviously, there's a plethora of them, but there's no tutelage, no teaching, no guidance that is being set up out there. Okay, we gotta say that they have them. We gotta acknowledge that they're there. You understand? We gotta say, okay, this is if you're the parent of one of these children, you gotta understand what type of child you have, and if you are in one of those high combat zones, find a way to not be so combative in that zone. Like, let's try to find a way to bring down that combativeness so it's not bullets
Your
flying around
reactiveness.
everywhere.
Stop being so goddamn reactive. Yeah.
Yeah, let's stop being so trigger happy react. You know, it's not like it's a 6 shooter. Motherfuckers ain't playing with 6 shooters. Motherfuckers is playing with 50s and up. You know, 50 round drums, 30 round drums. So we gotta realize, hey, look, it's real, and step up and say, hey, I'm not going to just allow you to go out here and do. Look, okay, I know I don't want you to have this. I don't want you to be like this. You know, we got to teach. We got to get back to engaging as parents with our fucking children in the best ways possible, man, and stop hiding everything from them. What you gonna leave them with, baby?
Go ahead.
No, that was mine.
I really want people to teach everyone. So if you've already started at home, start to teach others however you can, because they need to learn this shit somehow, some way, so that they can be safe and then help others be safe too.
Let's stop shooting up our community. I love y'all. Thank y'all for always tapping in with us. Stay tuned for the pre-recordings coming back. They dropping this week. Make sure y'all come in every Saturday, 10 a.m. like motherfucking
No, I don't feel
cartoons.
good.
Hey,
I know he can see it on my face.
I see it all on their face, but I'm making it. Because I already did mine. But this is Real Blunt, the show where we keep it real, we keep it blunt, and we keep it Black Love and Unity. Make sure y'all share this out. Tell everybody to tap in every Saturday
Love you
morning. We
guys.
love y'all. Thank y'all for always tapping in. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the music on the way out. Peace.
That's my wire. The birds stay flying. If it's any kind of complications, I'ma drive them out. Can't lose if you try. I'd be lying if I didn't say I started at the bottom. Trying to make a million, trying to make a million. Niggas talking money, but I never seen no proof. Next 20 bands, I'ma throw it on you. Trying to make a million, baby. Get about the money, nigga, I ain't got a clue. These old slacking ass niggas trying to make a million. Tell them pussy niggas deal with it. They doubted my vision and I was real vivid. I started with them clones, I was big business. Back-to-back trips, pushing 6 digits. I'm a winner, baby, don't like the lose. Dedicated to the old school rules. Follow a couple rules that let me me to them blue strips. Realized a lot of them niggas useless. I move quick, cause money don't wait. Half these niggas out here perpetrating, fucking up the paper chase. What got the nerve to hate? That mean the money that I'm making on another level, the niggas can't demonstrate. I ain't even feeling like I made it big yet. This ain't rap money, this ain't no deal yet. This is blood, sweat, fight in the field, bitch. Self-made black man, always on that real shit.
Tryna make a meal, baby. Tryna make my meal. Niggas talking money, but I never seen the proof. Next 20 bands, I'ma pour it on you. Tryna make a meal, baby. Tryna make my meal. Ain't about the money, nigga, I ain't got a clue. These old slacking ass niggas tryna
make a million. Slide to some sick, right? European, that mean I'm up on my shit, right? I take money, that pussy gon' have to wait on me. I don't wait on nobody, I get my cake, homie. Out of state with it, rental switching plates with it. Rent it out of Airbnb, I'm getting cake, get it. Hey, nigga, I'm a ball in the shade. Far from marriage, like I done broke up out the chains. I'm still the same nigga you knew back then. Full of blown with a bad chick and her two best friends. I don't know. It's like a passion and I need two chicks. I don't know. It's like a habit and I need blue strips. Ain't like a trip. I see niggas hating, waiting, patient, praying, hoping I don't make it. They just mad cause they basic. And I'm basically big fly fucking amazing.
Tryna make a million, tryna make a meal. Niggas talking money, but I never seen the proof. Next 20 bands, I'ma throw it on you. Tryna make a million, tryna make a meal, baby. Ain't about the money, nigga, I ain't got a clue. These old slacking ass bitches tryna do.